Let's talk about the analysis of the own team, but now focused on the individual player. We are not talking about a team analysis in which one or more players are relevant for the general performance of the team, because that sort of analysis would still be within the collective analysis. When we talk about pure individual analysis, we need to talk about the micro approach. What does it mean? You will remember that in previous parts of the course, we mentioned the macro and the meso levels. Now we get into the micro, in which we are working with very specific and individual information for the player, which is going to help him to improve as an individual. Of course, if we have the chance to work with a tagged game in which the clips of the players are already sorted in individual actions, the process will be much easier. But if not, if we have to work with the full game, we will need to split the team analysis and the individual analysis, because in my opinion, they cannot be done properly together at the same time. In a senior environment, this kind of analysis will be much appreciated by the players, since it helps them to improve from an individual perspective. And this is highly rated by them in a context in which the team analysis is always a priority. In youth football, this individual analysis is key to help the player to link what they are training with their improvement and also with their performance in the games. There are several ways to carry out this sort of analysis. Firstly, we can prepare a detailed and comprehensive analysis for each player. In this stage, we are providing them with all the information, and from their side, they are just meant to learn from it. We are doing the whole reflection process. Our role as coaches or analysts is very active, and the role as players is meant to be very passive. If we want to get further involvement from the player in the reflection process, we can ask them questions such as the following. What might have you done in order to prevent that turnover? Or what you reckon was your reaction after the turnover? In a different level, we do the full analysis, but we only provide the players with the clips unsorted, mixing up the positives and the mistakes. Players are expected to go over the clips, reflect, and work out their own feedback. After that, the ideal process would include a discussion between the analyst and the player, in which there are no right or wrong answers, but just an exchange of ideas. And finally, the player could be given the full game and the software to do the analysis. He would be in charge of providing the clips to the coach according to a given script or in a total open framework. Each one of these formulas provides pros and cons, and the combination of all of them might lead to a quite positive outcome. When asking the players to provide feedback in any manner, we can let them do it in an open way, and this will be good to see what kind of things they pay more attention to. However, if we want to be more efficient, we might need to train them in order to focus their approach. Basically, any feedback coming from these individual clips should be connected either with the team goals, in which the players need to fit themselves and their behaviors from a micro perspective, or with the individual goals. If we set up these boundaries in the individual analysis process, if we provide them with this framework, we will be more selective and efficient in the outcome. We'll see you in the last session of the course, in which we will talk about the analysis of the own team, but live. Thank you.